Today, I'm taking a Helijet flight from Vancouver to Victoria to check out the BC Crab Fest as a media guest. The flight takes about 35 minutes. I'd never flown in a helicopter before, and to be honest, beforehand, I was a little bit scared. I used to say I didn't like flying. Like, I don't think that I like being trapped in a big commercial plane for hours and hours and hours. But yeah, that's my friend that I was sitting beside. Her name is Maggie May. She's also a foodie influencer in Vancouver. And she reassured me she had flown on a helicopter before, and she said I didn't need to be scared. And it was actually so fun. It was quite bumpy, and it is loud. They give everybody earplugs. But yeah, on the way there, I was sitting in the middle seat, so I didn't get a direct view, but the view was still like gorgeous. And so yeah, then we arrived in Victoria, and we were dropped off by shuttle in downtown Victoria, right in front of the Empress Hotel. And all we had to do was cross the street to head over to the Victoria Harbour, where the BC Crab Fest was being held. All right, here we are, Crab Fest.
Spotted at the auction at the Mason's Lodge.
Yes. Okay, so purple shore crab.
Ooh, that's boiling. The weather was beautiful, but it was a really hot day, and I am so grateful the team who was cooking over these boiling pots, turning out crab. They were turning out one of these bins of crab every 6 minutes.
Look at that.
Whoa. That's gotta be hot. Yeah, exactly. How are you not burning yourself? Feel the temperature coming off.
And look at that. This is liquid butter. So we set up a bit of a photo shoot, as you know, foodie influencers do. And it was so funny because then immediately this photographer who was there to shoot the event just like zoned right in and stole our setup. Anyway, so every guest at the BC Crab Fest gets an entire crab. So as well as an entire Dungeness crab, every guest gets an assortment of other shellfish. There was prawns and mussels and potatoes, as well as corn. And everything was covered in that melted butter. And this is the closest thing to a mukbang I have ever filmed. And honestly, I was shifting between YouTube and Instagram, so I kept having to change my camera setup. And my phone got covered in butter. My tripod got covered in butter. My dress that I was wearing got covered in butter, so it was a little sloppy, a little messy, but very delicious. I think this is the best crab I've ever eaten. Oh, I love a good fancy hotel. So it was really hot, as I said, so we decided to cool off with a cocktail in one of Victoria's oldest and most prestigious hotels, the Fairmont Empress. This hotel opened in 1908 and it is absolutely beautiful. We grabbed a cold cocktail. These were 2 seasonal summer specials that they had. and then decided to explore Victoria a little bit. So this whole area is super easy to access on foot. As I said, we were dropped off initially outside the Fairmont Empress, and this is an easy walk. It's just a little bit up the hill, and as you can see, you're right by the ocean. We stumbled upon the Bastion Square Market, which was perfectly timed. We were there on a Sunday, so there was a lot of stuff going on, a lot of activity in the streets. It was just really cool.
The croissant, oh my goodness. The corn? Banana? Oh my goodness, so cute. When my dad still had an office, we got him like a big ass beetle. Oh, they're little chickens. Oh my goodness.
So Rudy is one of the best restaurants in Victoria. I haven't actually eaten there, but it's been on my list for a long time. And it was just in this like cute little alleyway. It feels very European. And across the street, so this like kitty corner across the street from Rudy, is another famous Victoria restaurant called Rebar. And this one's been around for a long time. So we had kind of been weaving our way from downtown in the harbor of Victoria up to this, which is Fantan Alley. Fantan Alley is part of Victoria's Chinatown, and this street is known as the narrowest street in Canada. And there's lots of like cute little shops and spots to check out. It's definitely worth going to if you're going to be in Victoria, and as I said, easily walkable from the harbor and downtown. And then it was time to fly home. And one of the cool things about Helijet is they have a complimentary bar. So we got a big old glass of wine and I settled in and actually happened to find a copy of Yam magazine, which had an article in it written by you-know-who. So I snagged that and took it home with me. So shout out to my friend Maggie, because she was smart enough to think as we were boarding that I should be the last one on, and then I would get a window seat to fly home. So thanks to her, because I got some amazing footage, and And I would say, like, on a beautiful day like this, just being able to look out the window for the 35-minute flight and see the journey from Victoria back into Vancouver, I'm so glad I got to share it with you, because it was an absolute highlight of not just my day, but my year. And let me know in the comments if you've ever flown by helicopter, because now that I've done it and I've talked to people about it since, I've heard a varying range. Some people are very scared. So let me know if you ever have, and if you found it scary or if you found it fun. just like that, or back in Vancouver. Thanks so much for watching, and if you like the content so far, hit subscribe. Thanks.